Hello students, welcome to YourPedia. I am Jitendra Tyagi. So as all of you know, it is the season of getting jobs in public sectors, and daily we are updating you about different public sector job opportunities. Okay. So now we have one recent information from one of the topmost public sector in India, that is NALCO. Okay. So NALCO has announced the list of candidates shortlisted based on their performance in GATE 2023 score. Okay. And they have called many students from different disciplines for further selection process, that is interview obviously. Okay. So now it's time to prepare for the interview of NALCO. Okay. They have called many students, so there will be some competition. So you have to prepare well for this interview, and the good thing is that interviews will start in the month of August. So we have the entire month of July and half month or some days of this June also. So we have more than 1 month, and that is the more than sufficient time to prepare for any interview. Okay. So now what we have to do for this interview of NALCO? So our different mentors will discuss the preparation strategy for different specializations. Okay. So now in this video I will discuss about instrumentation. Okay. So what is the preparation strategy for instrumentation students? They have called many instrumentation students, and nowadays there are many requirements in different industries in instrumentation, but number of candidates is less. So that is good thing for you people who are currently in final year, or they have completed their BTech and they are preparing for some government job. This is the best time to get a job in PSU. Okay. So now in NALCO, the interview may contain both technical as well as non-technical component. Okay. So HR section will definitely be there. So you have to prepare well for the HR section. Okay. In which they will ask questions about your introduction and about your education, about your BTech project if you are BTech graduate, about your experience if you have worked somewhere. Okay. If you are experienced candidate, or if you have done MTech, then obviously about MTech. Okay. So HR section definitely is going to be there, and then some general questions like current affairs, they can ask 1 or 2 questions. Okay. Now the most important part will be the technical part. Okay. You have to prepare for technical section also in well manner. You all have performed well in GATE, so obviously you have good preparation. Okay. So now it's time to revise all your technical concept, right, for the interview. You have to clear this technical interview for NALCO, right. Now instrumentation, in this video we will discuss about most important chapters, most important subject of instrumentation, which may be very helpful for you. If you prepare those topics, then definitely you can crack the interview. Okay. So what are those topics for instrumentation engineering? So let us see. So this kind of in any plant, these kind of things are there. Okay, on which instrumentation engineers have to work. The management of different physical quantities. Okay, to keep the quantities at a standard predefined value. That is the important task of an instrumentation engineer. So now these are the important topics which we can say. First of all of the instrumentation engineers must prepare about sensors and transducers. Okay, most important topic you have to prepare. You cannot skip this if you want to become an instrumentation engineer in any public sector. The second one is measurement of non-electrical quantities. So that is also important, and measurement of electrical quantities also important, and digital electronics. You know, some devices of digital electronics are also used in industries. Okay. So you should have basic knowledge of digital electronics also. That is also important subject, and it can be easily prepared actually. Okay. And then basics of operational amplifier is also essential for instrumentation engineers. Now what other things you have to prepare? Control system, very important. So don't skip control system. It is also easy subject. Okay. So control system you have to prepare, and next one is process control. So better to prepare for process control also, because in NALCO they ask questions from process control also. Okay. And now reliability and quality management. So there are some very few specific topics in reliability and quality management about which you should have knowledge. Okay, so that I will discuss what topic you have to prepare. And then OSI model, you know, OSI model is also very useful in industrial communication. Okay, and you must have knowledge of this OSI model also. Then hard protocol is very important, and there are two techniques which are essential for instrumentation engineers to work in any industry. Okay, it may be some chemical industry, okay, oil industry or any other. These two are very important, that is spectroscopy and chromatography. You must know the basic ideas about spectroscopy and chromatography. Okay, so this is the overview of the subject. Now we will go into the detail of these. First of all, this RQM. So in RQM, you need not to prepare the entire RQM. Okay, you have to prepare only this thing. That is what is failure theory, actually related to theory of failure. Okay, so bathtub curve is very important. You must have knowledge of this, right? And then these four terms, MTTR, MTBF, MTTF or MT. Okay, so MTA, actually it is A, not MTTR, it is MTTR. So MTTA, right? So these four terms are very important. Okay, please note down. So this is MTA actually. Now only prepare bathtub curve and these terms, that will be sufficient for your interview. Okay, now come to another subject. What is another subject? So we have process control. Now in process control, what are the essential things which you should prepare? So here you can see actuators. What are different actuators? Okay, what is their role in industry? Okay, and relays, control valve, hydraulic pump, controllers. Okay, different type of P controller, I controller, PID controller, proportional band. Okay, their actions, how do they work? So this is also very important, this part. Okay, and then sequential control, ratio control, hydraulic system, pneumatic system, and then you should have knowledge of set point. What do you mean by set point? What is process variable? What is measured variable? What is manipulated variable? And what is feed forward control? Okay, there may be other things also in this subject, process control, but the most important, very helpful for the interview are here. Okay, you prepare these topics on priority in process control. Okay, now come to another. So sensors and transducers. Okay, you can take a picture of this process control. Now we have sensors and transducers. So there are many sensors and transducers about which you should know. But what are the most important sensors? So diaphragm, bellows, pitot tube. Okay, primary sensor, all the three you should know. Then LVDT, very important, strain gauge, thermocouple, thermistor, RTD, optical pyrometer. Okay, then magnetic pickup, capacitive transducers, load cell, tachometer, very important, you know, very important. And then manometer, barometer, piezoelectric transducer, mass sensitive sensor. So all these are essential. You must have a knowledge of these all sensors and transducers. You can note down in your notebook also. And now come to next. Advanced sensors. Okay, there are some advanced sensors about which you should have knowledge. So you can see here the list: colorimetric sensor, Taguchi sensor, Waugh sensor, amperometric sensor, SAW sensor, pyroelectric sensor. There may be some other also. Okay, but these are compulsory to prepare. Okay, and now we have measurement of non-electrical quantities. So what non-electrical quantities are the most important? Level measurement, pressure measurement, temperature measurement, pH measurement, density measurement, flow measurement, humidity measurement, sound measurement, optical measurements. Okay, there may be some other measurement also, but these are the most important. on priority you have to prepare. Okay, they will ask questions from these kind of non-electrical quantity measurement. Now we have digital electronics, very easy topic, but it will be helpful for you. If they ask you that what you have prepared for the interview, you can tell them that digital electronics is also one of the subjects we have prepared. So in digital electronics, basic knowledge of logic families and A to D, D to A converter, very important. You must know the sampling theorem, Nyquist rate, all these information, all type of ADC DAC, okay. And then basic logic gate information you should have, multiplexer, encoder and counters. So in digital electronics we have many other topics also, okay, but these are the most important which cannot be ignored. These are used in industry, actually directly used in industry, okay. So you have to prepare these also. Now we have analog electronics. So in analog you should have basic knowledge of op-amp, instrumentation amplifier, basic knowledge of BJT, basic knowledge of MOSFET. No need to go into the detail of BJT and MOSFET, okay. Don't go into EDC, just basic knowledge BJT, what BJT does, okay, how it is used, what are the different applications of BJT, okay. So BJT as an amplifier, BJT as a switch, their operations, MOSFET as a switch. So these things you have to prepare, right, in analog. Now come to electrical measurement. So we have characteristics of different instrument like accuracy, precision, okay. So all these kind of hysteresis, all these kind of characteristics you have to prepare. And then AC bridges is also very important. Scaring bridge is most important, okay. Vanes bridge for frequency measurement, inductance measurement, okay. So bridges, then different method for RLC measurement, okay, resistance, inductance, capacitance measurement. Then voltmeter, different kind of voltmeters you should know, and wattmeter and Megger for high resistance measurement, okay. This is very useful device in the industry, so you should have knowledge of this also, okay. Now there are some topics in which are directly used in industries. So these are optional, better to know about these information, but if you don't know in detail, okay, no problem, okay. But in industry you have to use, you have to learn. So you can start from today onwards, because if you prepare from today onwards, it will definitely help you in getting a good job in PSU or in private sector anywhere. So start learning PLC, SCADA, DCS and IoT. If you are instrumentation graduate, then these things you cannot ignore, you cannot skip to sustain in the industry, to grow in the industry, okay. So PLC के बारे में अच्छे तरीके से लर्न करो, कैसे काम करता है PLC, उसकी प्रोग्रामिंग को लर्न करो, ठीक है. SCADA, DCS के बारे में लर्न करो, एंड न्यू IoT के बारे में, बिकॉज आजकल जितनी भी इंडस्ट्रीज हैं सारी इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन इंडस्ट्री में IoT का यूज़ हो रहा है, AI का भी यूज़ हो रहा है. सो बेटर टू नो अबाउट AI, IoT, ये जो चीज़ें हैं, रोबोटिक्स, इन सब के बारे में लर्न करना स्टार्ट करो. इट विल हेल्प यू, ओके. सो दीज आर द टॉपिक्स which are compulsory to be prepared for the interview. These will help you not only in NALCO but in other public sector also, okay. Someday you will go for NFL or HPCL or any other interview, for IUCL, anywhere, everywhere these topics will be helpful for you in interview, okay, in technical section, okay. Overall it will be mixture of technical and non-technical sections, so prepare both the sections strongly, okay. All the best.